Hey guys, today we are looking at this extremely affordable lapel mic system that comes at $18 on Amazon. And this might actually be the only mic you need if you're starting out. You can just use it with your smartphone like I'm doing right now and you're good to go. Let's have a closer look. Just as a full disclosure, this mic was sent to me by Lekato, but this is not sponsored and they do not get to see the video before it's released. I will also let you make your own judgment regarding how it sounds. You actually are hearing it right now, and I will do some comparisons with more expensive alternatives later in the video. But with that out of the way, let's unbox that thing, shall we? In the pack, you'll actually find not one but two lapel mics, a TRRS extension cable, a TRRS to TRRS adapter, and if you're not sure what that means, I'll discuss that in a second. You also get a TRRS splitter, and all of that comes in a nice pouch. And this is actually very impressive what you get for the price. Just to give you an idea, a splitter like this one already cost about $5 to $10 off Amazon, so that's great to have it in an $18 package. Anyway, let me give you a bit of an explanation regarding why you get that many things in the box. To make it simple, TRRS is a type of 3.5mm connection, and it stands for tip ring sleeve, which is the most common connections for smartphones, and it does sometimes work on laptops as well. And TRRS stands for tip ring sleeve, and these ones usually work with cameras and audio recorders. The problem is you cannot plug a TRRS straight into the camera. So these mics, you cannot plug them straight into a camera without using the adapter. So this is when this tiny thing that they include comes very handy. And again, the fact it's included is great. If you look at the popular Rode Smart Lab, for example, that costs already much more. You need to purchase the adapter separately for an extra $10 or so, which just adds up in the end. So the mics themselves are actually TRRS, which means you can plug them directly into your smartphone, or if you have an iPhone like me, you will need this little dongle that all Apple users are very used to, I'm sure. But yeah, otherwise, if you do have a normal jack in your phone or in your iPad, tablet, because iPad's going to be the same dongle, you can plug it straight in. And this setup with a smartphone is probably the best way to use these mics, in my opinion. So if you use a mic with your smartphone, I recommend you download a specific recording app to get full control of your recording. The one I used is called Voice Recorder, which is a free app, and it's pretty good. You get input control, you have like some kind of noise reduction if you want, and you can choose the quality overall of the recording, including WAV, which is pretty good. And it's free, works very well. You can also have your files saved directly into a Dropbox file, which I love, so I can grab those files on my laptop directly when I'm editing. So that's perfect. So of course the other option with those mics is to plug it straight into the camera using the extension cables eventually and the adapter they provide. But in my opinion, this solution is a bit of a hazard because most people, when you have the mic clipped on, you forget you've got a lapel mic, you stand up, you walk away and potentially bring the camera on the ground with you. Just be careful if you do that solution, I'm just warning you. But otherwise it should work pretty good. And the third option, of course, is to buy an audio recorder, but that kind of removes the point of buying those cheap mics in the first place if you start adding something else into the mix. So using the mic with your phone is probably your best option. And again, what you're hearing now is what you get with this mic and an old iPhone 7. Just to give you an idea of how this mic compares to using other things, let's do a quick comparison with using first the internal mic of the camera, and then I'll just compare with a proper lapel system that costs around $200, and also the very popular Rode Wireless Go that's also much more expensive, and it's a wireless system, but let's just throw that into the mix so you have something to compare it with. What you're hearing now is the audio from the internal mic of the Sony a7 III, which is about 1.5 meters away from me. And what you're hearing now is the audio from the Lekato Professional Lavalier mic that I've just got here. So that's the same setup that I've had for the entire rest of the video. And what you're hearing now is the audio from the Tascam DR-10L, which is a very popular option that I think comes around $200 or $250, including the recorder and the mic itself. Obviously a much more expensive option. I'm not too sure if it's going to sound that much better. Hopefully it will for the price. But let me know in the comments what you think compared to the other $18 mic. Now let's jump into the Rode Wireless Go, sorry. Alright, and what you're hearing now is a Rode Wireless Go system, which is a wireless transmission system. So it's not super fair to compare it to the two others, but I'm not too sure if this one will actually do better than the $18 mic. Let me know again in the comments what you think. This is pretty bulky, as you can see on the shirt. You can put it the other way around, so it's a bit less visible. And you can also plug a lapel into that little transmitter. So it's a good system. It's a bit more expensive, of course, and it's wireless, so kind of for a different purpose. Very big difference in price tag. Back to the video. Alright, final thoughts on these mics. Well, for the price, it's going to be hard to find something better with that many accessories included. Of course, the sound quality will not be as good as much more expensive options, but it will be already much better than the internal mics of the cameras or phone, as you could hear in the comparison I just did. So if you're starting out on YouTube or just need to elevate your audio for any reason, go ahead and grab yourself one of these kits. I will leave an affiliate link from Amazon in the description of the video, as well as the website from these folks at Lekato. Thanks again for sending me those mics. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. TRRS, it's impossible to say this word. TRRS.